Action.
Hi everybody, today we are going to show you how you can make a cup disappear. This is an awesome trick to do for your friends, your family, at a dinner table, at a lunch table, and I know you'll have a lot of fun learning this trick. For this trick, you only need a few things that you can find right around the house. The first thing you need is a cup. You cannot make a cup disappear if you do not have a cup. Then the cup has already disappeared. Well, I would strongly suggest not using a glass for this one. When you see how this trick works, you will know why it's not a good idea. At home, you might have different sized plastic cups, and that's okay. The only important thing is that you can find a paper towel, a paper napkin, or even a newspaper that is big enough to cover the cup completely. If I cover up this little cup, you can see how the napkin goes all the way around to the edges. For the big cup, it is a little too big to cover completely around. So for this case, we're going to use something a little different. A piece of paper. And this is simply a piece of paper that we got out of the recycling bin because it completely covers this cup perfectly. Now, before we begin this trick, if you want to pause the video and make sure you can find these things around your house, a cup, a paper napkin, a paper towel, maybe a newspaper, or a crumbled up piece of paper, you can do that. Come on back when you're ready. The best part about this video is you can always pause and rewind whenever you'd like as well. Once you're ready to begin, you want to take your cup, flip it upside down and place it on a table. Don't put it up this way, upside down, and make sure obviously there's nothing inside the cup to do so. You're going to take the newspaper, in this case we're just going to say paper. You're going to take your paper, place it over the cup so that it kind of falls to the front of the table. It doesn't have to go all the way down. And this is the fun part. Taking your hands on the outside of the cup, you're going to wrap the paper around the cup, keeping certain that you're going to have all of it pressed down against the table. That will make the shape of the cup so that if I were to squeeze it and pick it up, you can see the cup inside. But here's the fun part. If I lightly pick it up, we can also make it look like there are two cups on this table. Now I know it looks wild, but as you can see, this is not a cup. It looks more like a hat than it does look like a cup. But it is a paper that has the mold of the cup, and that's going to relax right there. This is the most exciting part of the trick. Real cup, not real cup. If you're not confused on that, you're doing good so far. Remember, the audience has no idea when the cup is real and when it is not. The trick is when to make it disappear. Here's how you're going to do that. Cup, upside down, paper, on top. Wrap it around, make that mold. Remember, do not let any part of the cup show. Flatten it against the table. Now, all you have to do is move it around the table like this. Once you do that, if you clap your hands twice, hopefully for you, the cup will disappear. Ta-da! I'm only kidding. That is not how the trick works, but it's partly how the trick works. Obviously, the cup has to disappear, and that is what I'm going to show you now. For this part, do not use this part of the trick. But we are going to use for instructional purposes a Ziploc bag, and of course, the cup. One more time, cup goes upside down. Do not use a Ziploc bag at home, but we're going to do this so you can see what happens to the cup. Now you knew I covered up the cup and I was able to pick it up and move it around the table. But what you might not have seen was the cup disappear. And yes, I know it's stupid, but that's all it is. The cup is literally just falling on my lap. Not too exciting, just falls on my lap, but that is the entire trick. The fun part is fooling your audience, and this is where you're going to have to practice. If I were to use this with a plastic bag one more time, you can see I move around, get comfortable, and I drop it. I'm going to do this again with the paper bag so you can see how it looks, knowing what's going to happen. So remember everybody, cup goes upside down, on top, wraps around the whole bag, grabs the side, moves it around, and that is when I have already dropped the cup. That is the whole trick. Now there are a couple things that you should not do with this trick, and this is important. 1, make sure there's nothing inside the cup when you flip it upside down. That would be the first fail. You do not want to do that. 2, make sure you take this on top and that it covers the cup the whole way, because not to do is to leave some of that open. Because when I go to do my trick, hey, no matter how awesome and how magical the words are, when you see the cup fall, it is not magical at all. It's pretty terrible. Another thing you want to do is not lift your hand off the table. If I lift this arm off the table and I go, abracadabra, and you see the cup fall, it's a terrible trick. It is not a good trick. Do not do that. One other thing to do, after you put this on, wrap it around and you do everything perfect. Don't spoil the surprise. You don't want to squeeze too tight, because I could go, now ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make this cup disappear. It's not fun anymore. Keep that surprise coming. One more time, here's how that works. Cover it up, don't squeeze too hard, think of a magic word, snap your hands, and make that cup disappear. Now, just like all magic, you will need to practice this trick. By practicing it, you might want to make sure you move around, drop it a few times on your lap. Be ready for the cup. I cannot stress this enough. There is a cup about to fall on your lap. You have to remember that, because if I do this trick perfectly, and I go through all the motions, abracadabra, here we go, but I'm not ready for that to fall on my lap, a terrible trick. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, be ready for this cup. Have fun with this trick. Don't forget to practice and follow again, because we have more videos coming for you soon. Thank you so much. Take care, have a good night, and remember to wash your hands.